Getting Older was tough to write, you know, because it's a very revealing song and it's talking about things that I only at the time had just felt like I realized about myself and felt insecure about and wanted to talk about. And I don't know, I think that happens a lot, and it should be completely welcomed, is realizing stuff years later. You sometimes don't realize what's going on around you until a really long time later, or realize what you feel until years later. Didn't Change My Number. I love this song so much. It's all about, you can't get me anymore. Where it's like, you know what? I don't have sympathy for you anymore. You know, you got me at first, but I don't care now. And it's really that and that only. And kind of just your last straw, and being like, I am confident in this being my last straw. Don't get me mad, because I will scream. Billie Bossa Nova is a little bit of a fantasy, I don't even know what. We actually called this song Billie Bossa Nova because in, I want to say like spring of 2019, my brother sent me a beat that he had made, and he called it Billie Bossa Nova because it was just a bossa nova type beat, and I was like, that's amazing, and then nothing happened for like a year and a half. And then we listened to it again and kind of wrote this fantasy, romanticized, glorified dream. My future is I hold very close to my heart. It wasn't really the first song we wrote after the album, but it was to me. Like, it felt like the beginning of a new world and a new feeling. It's cute to me now because I listen to it and the girl singing it, which is me then, is singing about me now, and that makes me feel good. I listen to it now thinking about the future me, and it gives me hope and excites me. Oxytocin is a fun one. That's probably one of my favorites. We had all these songs and I was like, the only thing we're missing is the song that's gonna be purposefully insane live. And we made Oxytocin. Oh my God, it was the most satisfying thing in the world. We would like stand up and like jump around and see what felt right. I was also just going through crazy feelings at the time too, and you can understand those if you listen to the lyrics. Goldwing, I wrote this song that is kind of a metaphor for, you know, a young woman, especially in the industry or in, you know, life that is pure. And I don't mean a virgin. I mean like a young, non-exploited, non-traumatized person. A metaphor for that being, you know, a gold-winged angel. Lost Cause, I mean, speaks for itself. You know, what do you want me to say? I was thinking it and I said it. Yeah. Halley's Comet. You know, Halley's Comet's just about falling in love and feeling a feeling of euphoria and life kind of feeling like you're floating, and you know, love is a crazy, crazy thing, and Halley's Comet's just like a sweet little romantic song. Not My Responsibility. These are some of my favorite words I've ever written, and I feel like nobody listened. It's all about body image and all the things we're trained to think and feel about bodies. And it just makes me laugh because I put it out and everyone was like, yes, queen, body positivity, And then like 3 months later, there's a picture of me in a tank top and the whole internet was like, fat! So we took the production from Not My Responsibility and made it into a beat and then wrote Overheated, and it's really just about the same thing. You know, why the fuck is it such a shock that I look like all of you? And I think that that's the funny thing is the internet, you know, you feel so powerful and somehow invisible at the same time, but everybody sees it. You say crazy stuff on the internet thinking, nobody will see it. It's really just about the insanity of paparazzi and articles and comment sections and Twitter. This song is a big bummer. It's really about how everybody dies. You can't change it, and it's a horrible thought. But it's also a comforting thought. I don't know. It like gives me comfort to know I'm gonna die. I don't know why. I've talked about it since I was a kid. It makes me feel happy that all things end. It's also very sad and sentimental. This song is really just about knowing that you only have so long to do what you want, so just do it and enjoy your life. Your power. For me, this is a very personal meaning. I don't want to talk about it, but you know, it was pretty sad to me when it came out, and so many people came to me saying, thank you for this song. It's crazy. I don't know one woman that hasn't been taken advantage of. I just think it should be talked about more, because I think that it's way too normalized how many young women are taken advantage of. NDA is kind of all over the map. It's got a lot of different things going on that were completely different situations. It's really just like things that I was thinking and feeling and doing in my life, and I was like, oh, just write about it. I don't know, I think it's very cool, but NDA is very all over the place and up for interpretation, really. Therefore I Am, it's funny, I've recently seen people talk about who they think it's about, and I'm like, what are you talking about? It's actually not about anybody I know. It's not about anybody that I've ever had a friendship or a relationship with. It's about people, types of people, and yeah, I don't know. It's like, I'm never gonna talk about what it's actually about, but it's just a fun one. It's really just like a don't take me seriously song. Happier Than Ever. Probably the most therapeutic song I've ever written or recorded. Like ever, because I just screamed my lungs out and could barely talk afterwards, which was very satisfying to me somehow. I had wanted to get those screams out for a very long time, and it was very nice too. Male fantasy is really a hopeless realization and a horrible thing. It's terrible to feel something that you don't want to feel. Happier Than Ever was actually going to close the album, and then we wrote Male Fantasy, and it actually felt better to close it with that. You know, not ending on a angry note, I think, was important, because nothing should end on a bad note, I feel like.